Hello, Cherie Hanson here. I've just had my hair done by a forceful, cutting cold wind when I went out to mail a letter before the strike comes on. Should save us quite a bit of money for Christmas if we can't mail our packages, right? I wanted to talk to you today about what a lot of people I know are experiencing. And I can liken it to some kind of anime cartoon story of anxiety and fear and worry about the world and depression playing the neurons in our brain as if they were a harp. You know, it's just like this. Some people are saying they're too sad and they can't go out. And some people are saying they're too angry. And so they like to get on social media where they can explode with the greatest possible range of shrapnel going out. Yes, that'll make you feel better. And I keep coming back to the concept of imprinting, the concept of brainwashing, the concept of social mirroring, the concept of trying to hide in the middle of the herd and not have your ears or your butt stick out so nobody can see you. I'm normal, look at me. And the problem with all of this way our brain has been set up, I'd like to write to whoever did it and maybe sue them. Maybe, how did you set my brain up this way? Why? How can it be so programmed and imprinted and hypnotized? How can I live with this? And what I have come to understand that we have to take control of that. So I have this brain that is very reactive, that is very programmed, that has neurological, I won't say pathways, I'll say 6-lane highways that are full of fear and anticipation of the worst and, fear of other people. And the only response that I can possibly come up with without interceding is being really anxious and angry. Rage will help it. Well, rage is great because the thing that rage does is it makes us feel powerful. Nothing makes you feel more powerful than raging at other people you can't see. Just ask lots of people on social media. So what do we do about that? Well, if you're in a place where, it's kind of like fitness for your body. I don't like the way my body looks. I don't like the size I am. I don't like the risk I am taking for a heart attack or cancer or diabetes. And so we have to get in there and become our own personal trainer. So what I've been thinking of for since the election, I'll just put it right out there, ever since the election, I think about surfing big waves in Hawaii. If you are skilled and if you are balanced, you don't fall off of the board and get pounded to death by the waves. You can develop skills. You can find a way to get up on the board, keep your legs balanced and flexed, and have some confidence in yourself to handle the waves as they're coming in. If we don't do this, if we don't get in there, if we just go like, oh, I'm too heavy, I'll never be fit, I'm just going to lay down in the road and let cars run over me. It'll be hard because they have to go up. Or it's just too much, I can't do it. What we have to come to understand is, no, the past you can't do it. But we have the ability to change who we are. And so I get in on the despair I have been feeling and the just amazing projections of doom that I can make about the future. It's just like, oh my God, it's like watching some kind of disaster film, but like all the disasters are at once. It's a tsunami. It's an explosion of an atomic reactor. It's a hurricane. It's an earthquake. It's a giant plane crashing. All of it at the same time, because we're really good at creating horrific scenarios. We have been given that gift. Why? Why were we given that? For survival. We were given it for survival. But at this time in history and in my life, that's not helping me survive. All that's doing is raising my cortisol and making me a gloom spinner. I'll go into a room and I can talk about, oh, it's just horrible. So many things are going to be so bad. It's all going to be so bad. Have you got your bulletproof onesie yet? So you take charge. And I'll tell you how I'm doing that. I have a cold bath when I first get up in order to take the inflammation out of my body. When we're under stress, we will be shooting out cortisol and inflammation into our body. That does not help me achieve balance or health. I also listen to affirmations. At first, before it seemed like the end of the world as we know it, I would listen to affirmations once a day. Well, I'm up to 3 a day now. And in the evening when I go out for my walk after dinner, because it's really good at lowering your glycemic index, I will play gratitude affirmations as I'm walking in the dark and feeling the wind and looking at the trees dancing through the street lights. So I am consciously brainwashing myself. If I listen to this enough, often enough, and visualize the good things that I hear, that the universe is taking care of me, that I am a radiant being of light, that I am compassionate, that I'm kind, it's easier to do that because you're being hypnotized. I'm all for it. Let's go for it. The other thing that I find is really helping me raise my vibration is when I go out and I see a couple of young adults and they've got one toddler or 2 children and a dog, I see that as somebody who is a light worker. They are signaling to me that the world is okay, that they love their children, they're taking care of their dog, they have this family group walking down the sidewalk, and it's the most beautiful, filled with light, screw off to all the bad thoughts you can possibly have. So I am training myself. I am changing my thought patterns. I am changing my vibration. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I have done during my visualizations is I always think of my vibration like the the gauge, the thermostat in the house. You know, you hit it and you put it up to a higher heat or more cool air in the summer. And I visualize that as me doing that for my vibration. What does my vibration look like right now? Oh man, it's way too low. So I think of it as being on the back of my neck. It's just me. You can have yours wherever you want to put it. And I just visualize turning it up. I just visualize getting up to a higher, happier, more grateful vibration. And so instead of falling to my knees and grieving and catastrophizing and writing scripts for the end of the world, I have taken on the task of brainwashing myself. And so far, it's been going pretty well. I'm sleeping deeply. I'm getting my exercise. You know, I feel good about other people. I'm having great conversations and meeting lovely people. So I'm just putting that out there for you. Yes, you're going to feel really anxious and angry and reactive because your brain has been imprinted by a story, by your culture, by your ancestors. You have been taught a reality that you are in, which is survival, you know, fight or flight, except you can't fly because it's too difficult. They'll lose your luggage. So take charge, figure out how you want to feel, and really go about training yourself. I mean, you can think of yourself as a dog trainer or a horse trainer, not a cat trainer. That's not going to work. But your own mind is what you're going to go after to retrain it to be calmer, happier, with a higher vibration. So that's what came to me today. I do want to thank people who are subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. The more people who follow my channel, the farther the message goes. And I really want to help people get through a very difficult time. I've gone through difficult time after difficult time in my life, and I've learned a lot about how to survive without massive scarring. That's what we want. We want to survive and still be pretty. And I also want to thank you for your kind remarks. Thumbs up, all of that helps. Share a video with somebody you know who's down in the dumps or down in the snake pit. And if you're having difficulty, if you would like some life coaching, you would like my psychic channel to help you see where, you know, it's kind of like a person who is a mechanic, you know, and like, oh yeah, I hear what's wrong there. We just need to oil those gears and maybe, you know, change the ratio, and I can get a feeling for what will bring you into a higher vibration and a happier life very quickly. It's what I do. And I say again to you, I really appreciate your support. Thank you.